The Buffalo Bills just extended wide receiver Khalil Shakir, and this is everything you need to know. So as you guys see right here, the Buffalo Bills posted it. Khalil Shakir has agreed to terms on a 4-year contract extension through 2029. Now you guys will see right here, go back to Ian Rappaport when he officially announced the deal. It was worth, so it's 4 years worth up to $60.2 million with $32 million guaranteed at the signing. So first, before we get into his specific stats, let's just talk about what this means for the Buffalo Bills. This guy's a 5th-round pick back in 2021. The team needed a backup wide receiver. They didn't really need a starting caliber receiver. They had Emmanuel Sanders, they had Gabe Davis, they had Cole Beasley, they had Stephon Diggs, they had a bunch of these names. And brought in Khalil Shakir as a 5th-round guy. And I'll tell you guys why this is so important. The main complaint throughout the 2020 season with the Buffalo Bills was that our receivers gave us no rack ability. So the Bills, they went to the draft knowing that they needed a receiver with some rack ability, some run after catch ability, and they saw Khalil Shakir in the 5th round, and he was a perfect guy for the job. Now, listen to Brandon Beane's press conference that's currently still going on. He was talking about Khalil Shakir now in his rookie season. He didn't get all the opportunities in the world, right? He only had 161 yards in his rookie year, but every single time he got the ball, he made a statement. He made a great play, and in the playoffs, what Brandon Beane said, which I'm sure I can find, back up his stats, is Khalil Shakir led the team in receiving yards during his rookie year playoff run, which is absolutely insane if you think about it. And that was a team with Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis, and he was a rookie 5th-rounder coming out of Boise State. So for him to take that big of a leap during just year one, it shows how much, potential they truly had. And I'm going to look at his Pro Football Reference page just to get a more accurate description of what he has done throughout his career so far. So in 2022, like I said, only 161 yards, only 1 touchdown reception, and rushing obviously nothing. He hasn't really done anything in his career in the ground game. Only 2 rushes this past season, and 1 rush the year before. So it's not really a dual threat in any kind of way. But in the receiving game, he has taken huge leaps over the past 3 seasons. And most importantly, I want to look at his snap counts because in 2023, Gabe Davis left us for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and his snap count went from 29% his rookie year to 52% in his second NFL season. I'm going to go right back up to his stats right now. You guys see in 2023, it kind of showed that his snap count went up quite a significant amount, as he had 39 catches for 611 yards and 2 touchdowns. This is with him as a wide receiver 2 behind Stephon Diggs. And I think there's no name I'm forgetting, but maybe not. He's just a wide receiver 2 behind Stephon Diggs. And he had a great second season. He really showed out that run after catch ability with Josh Allen. You guys see his catch percentage right here, 86%. So he was basically catching every single ball that went his way, which is absolutely crazy. Averaging 13.6 yards per target for Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills in 2023. And last year in 2024, you guys know that Stephon Diggs, he wanted out. He went to the Houston Texans. Everyone basically left. And what happened is Khalil Shakir took over basically that wide receiver 1 role. We had Keon Coleman, who had a decent rookie year. Not a great one, but he had a decent one. We had Matt Collins, who kind of broke out for the Bills in what was his 9th NFL season. I think he led the team in receiving yards. We had James Cook having a career year. And the ground game was really like our main focal point of the offense. But even with that, Khalil Shakir's targets went from 45 in 2023 to 100 in 2024, and he had 76 receptions for 821 yards and 4 touchdowns. Now, for any player going from 45 targets to 100 targets, that's a pretty crazy jump in just 1 year. I think he did a pretty solid job with it. Had a 76% catch percentage. Basically, every single ball that went his way, he was coming down with it. I know down the stretch had a couple of rough drops, but that was really nothing too out of the ordinary, or nothing too crazy. Actually, it was out of the ordinary. It wasn't anything too egregious. It was like, what are you doing, Khalil Shakir? Every single game he made his impact known. He's a great blocker. The main reason why the Bills' run game was so good is because of the blocking from the receivers. And although Khalil Shakir is a little bit of a smaller guy in frame, he is just as good of a blocker as really any other receiver on our team. Matt Collins is probably the number 1 run blocker on our team. But right behind him is Khalil Shakir, and he's still, despite being, one of the best receivers on our team, or the best receiver on our team, he's still great in run blocking, which is a very huge asset to have. Now, obviously, his yards per target went down from 13.6 to 8.2, but that's what comes with getting your target share increased that much. Now, do I wish that he made some more big plays, had some more explosive plays? Yes, of course. I think he did a great job in year number 3. Now, if we go to Spot Rack, which I'm on right now, you guys will see the average annual salary is what I am sorted by. So you see the dark blue shaded section. That is the average annual salary for these receivers. Khalil Shakir currently falls at $15 million. Now, why is that so huge? Because the receivers that he's kind of around in that range with that $15 million per season is Tyler Lockett, Darnell Mooney, Cortland Sutton, Jared Judy, Christian Kirk. And these are all guys I think he is just as good as, if not even better. And guys, look even further up if we continue to go up. Amari Cooper made $20 million a season, and he was on the same team as Khalil Shakir. And Shakir is better than Amari Cooper without a doubt. Keenan Allen, no, at this point in his career, I think this might have been the last year from under contract, so it's not really fair. Keenan Allen obviously a little bit washed now. Mike Evans still great, but T. Higgins, he's great. But like Terry McLaurin, Calvin Ridley, Michael Pittman Jr., Deebo Samuel, DK Metcalf, Nico Collins. You can't say that Khalil Shakir's contract is bad by any means. And some of these guys above him are not egregiously better than him. Now, obviously, these guys at the top, like Tyreek Hill, CeeDee Lamb, AJ Brown, Justin Jefferson, those guys are obviously better. But Khalil Shakir kind of falls into a nice little range where he's not making so much money where it's impossible to get more big name guys on the offense or even on the defense. With all that being said, this Khalil Shakir extension was obviously great for both Khalil Shakir and the Buffalo Bills. His contract is not super big where, it takes away another option from the offense. We still probably extend James Cook with his new contract. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this contract extension down in the comment section down below. And stay tuned for tomorrow's video because it's one that you guys will not want to miss. So stay tuned and subscribe to the channel if you guys have not already. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.